Oh, my dear, I'm so lonely. Hurry back, hurry back. Oh, my love, hurry back. I am yours. Return to me, for my heart wants you only. Hurry home, won't you please hurry home to my heart. My darling, if I hurt you, I'm sorry. Forgive me, and please say you are mine. Return to me. Please come back, Bella Mia. Hurry back, hurry home to my arms, to my lips and my heart. Yamu, solo tu mio cuore.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
To New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. Here are our top stories. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. In addition, refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lannius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. More tracks coming your way right now.
What?
I give up.
No, stop.
Pull your eyes out. You don't need them.
Yes, we do. Shut up.
Took some skills to bring down that fiend. You done good. I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets. Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays. Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either. Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me, so they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said. Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe. I have a report here that says the Legion forces at Nelson have been taken care of and that you had a hand in it. You have my thanks for that. Those guys have been giving us a lot of trouble for a long time now. Now that they're gone, we'll be able to prepare for the upcoming conflict at Hoover Dam. I'm short-staffed and I don't have the time to take care of some issues around the camp. I need someone to talk to a few of the officers and help them resolve some of the problems around here. Good. Let's not waste time then. Our biggest problems right now are supplies and troops, and the Legion is draining us both. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me non-stop about the lack of supplies. But unfortunately, we aren't getting a resupply anytime soon. I want you to speak with him and see if there's anything you can do for him.
Hello.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out. I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope, compiling reports I've received from the Rangers at Camp Golf as well as the brass at McCarran. Unofficially, I'm also in charge of radio security. No one else seems to take it as seriously as I do. I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations. Less than a third of reported enemy sightings are getting intercepted. Either our intel is faulty, or our enemies are one step ahead of us. I've been trying to get someone to authorize this update, or at the least get field clearance to leave the camp and do this myself. But nobody takes me seriously. They just think I'm an incompetent desk jockey trying to glamorize the importance of my job. The security codes are unique to the radios at each ranger station. They're useless anywhere else. This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies. Bye.
One of the... Got a second to talk, boss? Meeting Corporal Sterling. Well, it kinda got me thinking. Here's a guy that's been beat all to hell, right? I mean, he could have retired from the service, but instead he signs back on and does what he can. You think he did the right thing? You think so, boss? Because I remember a time when a lot of people stuck to their duty no matter what. It ended with nuclear bombs falling on my hometown. I grew up in a place called Hidalgo Ranch, just outside Mexico City. It wasn't much, just a bit of a farm, with a house for 3 generations of Tejadas. I wasn't the best behaved kid. I was quick with my hands, with a pistol or a wrench. And I wasn't afraid to get into fights over it. I never killed anybody, but I had my share of run-ins with the police. Mostly my family kept me in line. This was before the war. We were far enough away from Mexico City when the bombs fell that we missed the worst of it. but things got bad quick. Just a few days after Mexico City was vaporized, refugees started pouring down the road to our ranch. We helped who we could, but there were so many. Eventually, my father started turning people away before we ran out of food. Things got violent. My father and I got our guns, and we drove them off. About 24 men came back in the night after we'd gone to sleep. They set fire to the ranch house and barred the doors from the outside. My whole family was trapped inside. I smelled the smoke, and I got myself and my little sister Rafaela out through a window. But everyone else, my parents, my grandmother, my 2 brothers, and 2 of my sisters, all died. Rafaela and I ran. We were pursued by some of the men who attacked our home, but I was always a good shot. The ones who came after us, I killed. The rest, I left be. I had to take care of Rafaela, not throw my life away on revenge. I know that, boss. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just getting sentimental in my old age. Anyways, forget it. Just wanted that off my chest.
The Ranger vets looked at me and I just about surrendered.
Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
So, I heard you helped take over Nelson from the Legion. Glad to see someone making a difference around here instead of just complaining. So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get. The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found. I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I'd try searching the main road or checking with the men at Helios 1 to see if they know anything. Thanks. Watch your back out there. Never know when those Legion bastards might show up.
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientists, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine. Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Ain't that a hole in a bowl? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be win.
What is it? Yeah, they were here a while ago. Gave them all I could, which wasn't much. But as many problems as we're having here, I know they've got it worse. I've seen soldiers get assigned there. It's like they got told they were gonna die. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. If you're trying to track them down, we put a GPS marker in the supply crate. You can track it with your Pip-Boy. Good luck. Later.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. Here are our top stories. A group of great cons were killed in a bloody end to a hostage crisis in Boulder City. It's not currently known why the cons were in the area. In other news, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. And that's the news.
It's a
Going for you now is about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name
Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you.
Uh-oh.
What if
All clear.
there was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. And now the news. We're hearing rumors that Caesar may have been assassinated by an unknown party. It is currently not known how the assassin was able to evade security. Once again, Caesar dead. A shocking turn of events whose impact is anyone's guess at this point. In addition, rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in
Nice to see a friendly face around here. We don't get many visitors of your esteem. Something I can do for you?
Do not belittle
I take it my men weren't dead.
the bunny slope.
It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. I want to know about this.
In the lap of luxury. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
I'm glad to see you here. We could definitely use your help. I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line. Hello? I hear you defeated the Legion forces at Nelson. With business booming like it is, and considering I'm the only person with medical experience in the camp, I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience? Excellent. As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them. Hello?
What's up?
I hear you defeated the Legion. Hey. Evening. I didn't expect to see you here. Excellent job. Where'd you learn to do all that? I don't think I could have done much better myself. Very impressive. As for the men, they'll recover soon and be back on the front lines in no time. Huh, the circle of life. I'll send word to Major Politely about your work here. Once again, you have my sincerest thanks. Unless it's urgent, you're going to have to wait. Things are better now that the
Will the medical wonders of the post-apocalyptic world never cease?
You look tired.
Back already? What do you need? Dr. Richard said you did a good job in there. That's mighty high praise coming from him. Well, with that over with, and the Legion forces at Nelson defeated, we finally have some breathing room. Now we can actually try to strengthen our forces along the river and prepare for the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam. I'd like to give you something to thank you for helping us. That's very gracious of you. Again, you have my thanks.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be just everything to be my own true love.
You're a lost cause. Die already.
I'm not supposed to let civilians just walk around this place. There better be a good reason for you being here. Very well. You can tell Reyes that this station is secure. Ma'am.
Well, that's the end of that.
What do you want now? What, again? Didn't I just change those damn things? All right, fine. Show me the new codes. Yeah.
Hey, that's not okay. Hold on. I see something I want to punch. Wow. Good thing the safety was on.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. According to a new report, violent crime is on a sharp decline in New Vegas. The report credits the decline of the population of fiends in the area. In possibly related news, local chem dealers report an overall...
This area isn't safe for civilians. You don't want to get caught by the Great Khans. Keeping watch on the Great Khans, mostly. They usually stick around Red Rock Canyon, but at least one large group left recently. We called it in, but haven't heard anything about any Great...
We're brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas.
Hello.
You're here for the money. I told the Emeritus I was good for it. I just need more time. Oh, well, yeah. I can do that. Thanks. Here's all the caps I've saved up so far. See? That's a pretty good chunk of what I owe right there. I don't want to talk about it. We were on patrol near the dam when a Legion raiding party jumped us. Didn't even have time to radio it in. I was hit in the head with a machete and knocked out. Didn't kill me, though some nights I wish it had. When I woke up, my nerve was gone. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. I don't know how they missed me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. I gambled and drank a lot after that. got into trouble, but the Rangers gave me a second chance instead of kicking me out. So here I am. I was different back then. Watch out for great cons.
You know you're fucking bad, right?
Evening. Looks like we booted the Legion out of Nelson.
This post isn't someplace a civilian ought to be. All right. She radioed ahead and mentioned that somebody was coming by. Odd that she'd send a civilian instead of a trooper, though. Just the usual. Legion scouts try to slip across the river a couple of times a week, but they always end up floating downriver with holes in their heads. Don't get killed out there.
Goddamn time.
Looks like great time's over.
Behind you.
Sleep, go to sleep. Just lay down your weary dream, sweetly dream. Dream about tomorrow instead. Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby.
Hey.
If you're here to sell something, we don't want any. No problem. Hey, do me a favor when you get back to Reyes and tell her that we don't need any more damn ammo. Wouldn't mind more water, though. You think I haven't tried? Every time I do, Camp Golf acknowledges the situation. And soon after that, more ammo. It's not my call to make. You'd have to clear it with Ranger Erickson. We're not gonna die of thirst anytime soon, but I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
Cut it out, will you?
Welcome back. The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available. We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the Rangers who sent them in? Nothing is severe. Charlie seems to be getting a lot of extra medical supplies for some reason, while Bravo hasn't requested a resupply in a while. Echo has been reporting heavy Legion activity down on their end, but that's about it.
Here are our top stories.
Thank you, and good luck.
Between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. In addition, NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix.
No sudden moves and you and I will do all right. What do you want? No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super mutants. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off. See you around.
Something's gotta give. Up next.
When an irresistible force.
This is a military outpost. Why are you here? High casualties? We've had one broken ankle, but nobody at this post has died. Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed, and they're not needed here. There are other ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report. Do a fucking head count then. Everybody's right where they're supposed to be. Reyes got the numbers wrong. Not much more to it than that. So long.
I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore.
Hey.
But how
Yeah? You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained death clause? I would have remembered that. If someone is saying I filed that report, that's a load of crap. I won't have my name attached to a clerical error. Be careful out there.
as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Welcome back. I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to. Bye.
Figures from Nipton in recent days causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. One more story for you. Beef prices around the New Vegas Strip have dropped significantly following an agreement between the Ultralux and Brahman Baron Heck Gunderson.
With their leader gone,
Well, that's all I have
likely
for
tear
you.
itself apart.
This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. More music just ahead.
Welcome back to Enclave Radio. I'm your host, Alan Morgan. I'm sure a question on everyone's mind is, who are the Enclave? Well, that's an easy and difficult question to answer, America. If you asked the folks of New Arroyo, you'd probably be told the Enclave are heartless butchers. If you asked the folks of New Reno, you'd probably get the impression that the Enclave are slavers and drug pushers. Both of these examples are patently false, and I'm going to set the record straight. Firstly, on the charges emanating from New Reno, we are not drug pushers or slavers. Yes, under President Richardson, we did engage in trade for these products, but not for the reasons most people would think. President Richardson was an idealist and a kind-hearted man, and he opened the United States Treasury to correct terrible, terrible practices. The drugs that were purchased were used in research to discover cures, which directly resulted in the development of the anti-addiction compound known as Fixer. The slaves that were purchased were immediately freed. While many willingly stayed on to assist the Enclave, several others parted ways with their Enclave liberators and went off into the wastes.
At the moment.
The fact that
Come
no one
see
has
me when
heard
I'm
from
on the
either
balcony.
of these groups since their departure from New Reno is not a malicious sign. The wasteland is a harsh place even for the well-equipped, let alone a malnourished individual without a knife to their name. And those former captives who stayed on to help the Enclave? Murdered by the same terrorists who assassinated President Richardson. The citizens of New Arroyo will tell you this individual, this chosen one, was a savior and liberator. They'll tell you about how the mean old Enclave destroyed the village of Arroyo in a daring raid to kidnap its population, and how we also seized Vault 13's population in an effort to conduct...
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back in Good Springs. The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up, but it sounds like you've done right by the NCR. It's appreciated. Now what can I do for you?
It's regrettable they had to be killed, but their deaths ensured...
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here. I don't know Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here. It's a simple system when it works. Patrol rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Gulf. Then I or one of the other rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field. Comm rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Gulf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel. Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person. Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry, not much bite left in this old dog.
got ourselves a little Ranger family reunion now. Time's right for a few. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say. You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it. We're fighting on their behalf, but Mr. House and the families are stringing us up inch by inch. They'll drain us dry while we fight and die over this dam. We offered them sanctuary in NCR territory before, but they won't listen. Troopers and Rangers have been dying here for more than 5 years while the families sit pretty behind that damn wall. People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons, folks who are just trying to make it from day to day. It's been so many years that people forget about it. Conscription brings in fresh troops that die here every month, like a troop team. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we going to send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam, it'll be the death of us. Creating fear and instability among the troopers without causing harm. It's the only thing I could think of to shake things up. It took some people getting killed to realize I'd gone too far. I had to stop.
Thanks to a chemical cesspool known as the Pit.
First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good. Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam. Oliver and the Senator will ruin.
Vast technological superiority over those godless Reds, it's entirely possible that something was snuck into orbit without our
It's a gamble either way. Even with Caesar gone, we still might not outlast the Legion. I suppose that's a risk I'll have to take. For our sake, I hope you're right. I guess that I should thank you for bringing me to my senses. So, thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to walk out that door and pretend we never had this talk.
Of technology are off limits, so it's highly likely he will destroy the dam
anything left
across. As to the possibility of Enclave military intervention to save the dam, officials have said
First Recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope.
Finally,
Some
the
Rangers in there
Emergency
too, and
Congress
it'll be
has
a
voted
damned
today
impregnable
to
fortress.
extend their emergency powers and to not hold a presidential election until the current crisis has passed. According to one congressman, they had a civic duty to ensure that the Enclave leadership and vision remained consistent in these troubled times, and maintained that Enclave personnel have more important things to worry about than who to vote for. You heard it here first, America. Technology are off limits. Enclave military intervention to save the dam, officials have said technology are off limits, so it's highly likely he will destroy the dam once across. As to the possibility of Enclave military intervention to save the dam, officials have said no comment. Finally, the Emergency Congress has voted today to extend their emergency powers and to not hold a presidential election until the current crisis has passed. According to one congressman, they had a civic duty to ensure that the Enclave leadership and vision remained consistent in these troubled times, and maintained that Enclave personnel have more important things to worry about than who to vote for. You heard it here first, America. Our nation is in great hands with men like that at the helm.
What can the king do for you? She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say? I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that. I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear?
Man,
Rex, this is your new master. Protect her as you would me.
Have you seen the shit they can do now? Those tough guy rangers are here.
The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
Greetings to all my fellow patriots out there in the wasteland. My name is Alan Morgan, and you are listening to Enclave Radio. Let's discuss current events, shall we? Ammunition continues to flood into the East Coast, thanks to a chemical cesspool known as the Pit. It seems somewhat of influence in the region has managed to get the steel mills up and running again. Wait a minute, guys. In a related story, the Emergency Congress will meet later in the week to vote on allocating resources for an expeditionary force to establish contact with the leadership in the Pit and offer them all the benefits and hospitality the Enclave offers. There is still no evidence about the mysterious object that was observed falling from the sky 3 years ago. Enclave scientists speculate it was a malfunctioning orbital platform, likely of communist construction, that simply fell out of orbit. To those who have pointed out that nothing that big is documented in historical records, Enclave officials have
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here. Doc's inside the lodge. Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask. See you.
Caesar is on record as stating that all advanced forms of technology are off limits, so it's highly likely he will destroy the dam.
No, please,
Cross.
stop.
As to the possibility of Enclave military intervention to save the dam, officials have said no comment. Finally, the Emergency Congress has voted today to extend their emergency powers and to not hold a presidential election until the current crisis has passed. According to one congressman, they had a civic duty to ensure that the...
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research. It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them. Yes, yes. Careful. They got spies all over.
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors. Dr. Henry? Now there's a name I haven't heard in years. Hard to believe he's still alive. As for your request, it's a bit ghoulish if you ask me, but Ray is pretty old and I'll probably have to put him down soon enough. As for the price for this favor, 700 caps sounds about right. Ray's like family, and I've got other dogs to take care of. He and I had joined up with the same caravan. Add in a lot of whiskey and, well, let's just say we got to know each other. Here, Ray. Mama's got something for you.
Hello? Hi, are you there?
Oh, right. You can't respond. Listen, I'm using your robot as a relay to get this message to you. I've picked up some unusual chatter regarding your robot. It seems that it has some information that we could use. Oh, wait, where are my manners? This is Lorenzo, a knight with the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd be very interested in examining your tech.
Hi. Sorry to break in. He sounded truly riveting. I don't want to keep you much longer, but I'd like to make a counter-suggestion. I'm with the followers of the Apocalypse. We're much more liberal about the sharing of technology than those Brotherhood people. Bring your robot to us. We'll see that whatever information it may have on it is used for the greater good.
Coast, thanks to a chemical cesspool known as the Pit. It seems somewhat of influence in the region has managed to get the steel mills up and running again. Way to go, guys. In a related story, the Emergency Congress will meet later in the week to vote on allocating resources for an expeditionary force to establish contact with the leadership in the Pit and offer them all the benefits and hospitality the Enclave offers.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
Enclave scientists speculated it was a malfunctioning...
Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Whoever they are, they want us dead or gone.
To those who have pointed out that nothing that big is documented...
Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out. You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to. Thanks.
Caesar's Legion is massing along the Colorado River for a push on the NCR-held Hoover Dam. Enclave military strategists speculate that the Legion will overwhelm the NCR forces and seize the dam. Caesar is on record as stating that all advanced forms of technology are off limits, so it's highly likely he will destroy the dam once across. As to the possibility of Enclave military intervention to save the dam, officials have said no comment. Finally, the Emergency Congress has voted today to extend their emergency powers and to not hold a presidential election until the current crisis has passed.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Nice to meet you. I'm Calamity.
And maintained that Enclave personnel have...
Again, you interrupt me. Why?
You heard it here first, America. Our nation is in great hands with men like that at the helm.
Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential. All right, let's see here. Neural pathways look good. Definitely a breed of guard dog. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks. Have a seat. This will take a while.
Hey there. Still on
Welcome back to Enclave Radio. I'm your host, Alan Morgan. I'm sure a question on everyone's mind is, who are the Enclave? Well, that's an easy and difficult question to answer, America. If you asked the folks of New Arroyo, you'd probably be told the Enclave are heartless butchers. If you asked the folks of New Reno, you'd probably get the impression that the Enclave are slavers and drug pushers. Both of these examples are patently false, and
our business is with the muties, not you.
On the charges emanating from New Reno, we are not drug pushers.
Just doing what I'm paid to do. Harass the muties until they leave or attack us. If they leave, we'll let them go. If they attack, we wipe them out. Either way, the job's not done until they're cleared out of the town. Won't name names, but some important folks in the NCR are sick of muties attacking their Brahmin herds. They want them gone from NCR territory. Maybe this group had something to do with attacking Brahmin, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're getting paid to make them go away.
The slaves that were purchased were immediately freed, while many...
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
No one has heard from either of these groups since their departure from New Reno is not a malicious sign. Wasteland is a harsh place even for the well-equipped, let alone a malnourished individual without a knife to their name. And those former captives who stayed on to help the Enclave? Murdered by the same terrorist who assassinated President Richardson. The citizens of New Arroyo...
Something on your mind?
This individual, this chosen
Good.
one, was a
Glad you
savior
didn't
and
kill them.
liberator.
Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not going to get it from us.
In an effort to conduct biological weapons tests. I think the residents of New Arroyo need to stop hitting the peyote so often. First of all, the massacre at Arroyo never happened. An Enclave Ibot happened to notice that the village was dying due to poor farming practices and general bad luck. By the time the Enclave became aware of the situation, the village was dying off anyway. What occurred was a rescue mission. President Richardson signed the executive order allowing Enclave troops to bring the villagers back to the oil rig and a hot meal, hoping to integrate them into the Enclave, or at the very least locate a more habitable place for them to live. Were some of the villagers in Arroyo shot? Yes. Yes, they were. In their delirium, some of the villagers attacked the Enclave troops. While no threat to our place of power, these rabid individuals would have been a major threat to the pilots and medics who were transports. It's regrettable they had to be killed, but their deaths ensured the rest of the village lived. 13 was a similar case. While their vault issued the all-clear notice, the decision to replace their
Whoa, boss!
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? This just in. The mysterious deaths of several old men around New Vegas, including a doctor, have led some to suspect a serial killer may be responsible. No suspects have been identified, but seniors are advised to be on the lookout for the so-called pincher killer. One more story for you. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. More tracks coming your way right now.
No one deserves to live except us. Kill them all. Get to work.
Resize my friend.
My life has been kind of crazy.
Only I can keep you safe, my friend.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you...
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about that robot. I've heard through our channels that it has some research that may be related to Enclave and Poseidon energy technology. I'd like to get what I can from it and use that data for the good of humanity, all of humanity, unlike the Brotherhood. First, I'm going to pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to upgrade its weapons systems. Shouldn't be more than a few days' work. Thank you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can with the upgraded weapon systems.
Hello. The fiends are running for their lives. That'll show.
Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Got you in my sights.
I've had worse.
Just keep on moving.
Sure, boss.
It's a free wasteland. Come on. Over here! What are you doing?
Didn't work for that maniacal gleam in your eye.
Get your shit together.
My jaw's still attached. Can I get some help to keep it that way? Oh.
Have you ever burned someone alive and listened to them scream? It could be very enjoyable.
Spot.
Gotcha.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. More news for you. Top's hotel owner Benny has been killed by an unidentified assailant. His former right-hand man Swank and sold mourners.
If I know my pal Benny, he's swinging with the big cat upstairs as we speak. Or he's chasing some angel broad with cans as big as our halo.
In addition, NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together.
Trouble.
Don't you? More music just ahead.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart, so don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard to ignore the lips I adore, but how long can anyone try? Fighting with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Haven't seen a follower around here in years.
He melts my foolish heart in every single scene.
Hey. Papa got the I guess the chairman stays the number.
Take him out.
Damn.
Bad guys.
Your move, Green.
Stars of the midnight ranges, shining through the night.
An entire army of upgraded Securitrons just standing by over at the fort. Pretty neat, huh? Please, go on. Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 3 down, 2 to go. Yay! That's great news. You finished what Mr. House and the NCR started. That's gotta feel good. That's 4 down. Just 1 to go. You got it. I won't say another word about them. That accounts for all the tribes you needed to get to know. You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. Here's some big news. I decoded a military radio transmission, and it turns out the NCR president, Aaron Kimball, is going to visit Hoover Dam. I guess he wants to boost the troops' morale. But according to projections Mr. House made, he has an 83.75% chance of being assassinated. Whoops. Anyway, it looks like Mr. House thought it was important to keep President Kimball alive. Mr. House ran projections on how the NCR public will react to a defeat at Hoover Dam. Overwhelmingly, they'll blame Kimball. But if Kimball dies at Hoover Dam, there's no obvious scapegoat for them to blame, so they'll blame New Vegas instead. So that means reduced tourism for up to 5 years. The equations are pretty complicated. Mr. House sure liked numbers. Great. A ranger named Graham has been placed in charge of security for the president's visit. You'll want to talk to him. Once the president is safe, there's one more thing for you to take care of. This gadget I'm handing you is called an override module. Mr. House had 2 of these made years and years ago. Just like him to think ahead. Take the module to the El Dorado substation and attach it to the power control terminal. I'll handle the rest. I'll use the substation to send a huge jolt of electricity to the Lucky 38. Turns out this casino has its own reactor. All it needs is a jump start. With the reactor running at full tilt, I can boost the transmission strength of the Lucky 38's command and control network. I'm talking direct tactical control of hundreds of upgraded Securitrons at vast distances. You know that's gonna come in handy. Great! When this is taken care of, we'll be all set for the Legion to make its move.
Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. Gonna play a song for you right now, and it's about that special someone you find only once in a blue moon. Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you
Hoover
listening.
Dam.
Here are our top stories. We're hearing rumors that Caesar may have been assassinated by an unknown party. It is currently not known how the assassin was able to evade security. Once again, Caesar dead. A shocking turn of events whose impact is anyone's guess at this point. Also,
I've heard of you. I'm glad you're here to help us out. This is a delicate matter, and we need all the help we can get from people we can trust. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit, and not much time. Once we start, we'll be on a strict timetable. Are you ready? Good. The President doesn't arrive until tomorrow. Get some rest. I'll brief you in the morning. Glad you could join us. Most of my men are already on duty, and the crowd has already started gathering outside. We've got a busy day ahead of us. The plan is to get through today without the shit hitting the fan. So I'll be overseeing the security team personally, and keeping in constant contact with people over the radio. It's a good bet that the Legion is gonna try something today, so we have to be prepared for anything. We'll do whatever it takes to get the President through this visit in one piece. President Kimball is arriving shortly. If you want to do any last-minute security sweeps or take a look around for anything suspicious, do it now. Once you're ready, meet me outside on the observation deck.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope.
With Mr. House dead and gone, Vegas can finally join the NCR.
Hey, you haven't seen my friend around here, have you? His name is Ben, and he's an engineer. We were supposed to meet up so we can watch the president's speech together, but he hasn't shown up yet. Why would you say something like that? That's just mean. Just leave me alone.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Take a look around and see if any of my parts.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
I wonder what President Kimball's going to talk about today.
I wonder what President Kimball is going to talk about today.
Hey-o! He's coming to give a big fancy speech to all us troops stationed here at the dam. I'm pretty excited. He seems like such a nice guy, and I get to meet him. He's giving me a medal. I don't know why, though. I'm just doing my job like all the other guys. I'm still excited, though. Mama always told me not to talk to strangers. But you seem like a nice person. Mama left me on a farm when she went out prospecting. But when she never came back, the owner didn't want me around. Kicked me out on my own. A nice guy came up and asked me if I wanted to join the NCR, so I did. Now the troopers are my family. I like it here. Everyone is so nice. Bye-bye.
Though I'm quite aware that here and there
You better get out of here.
aware that here and there are traces of the cat about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in a flurry. Will it ever cloy this odd diversity
Only engineers and authorized personnel are allowed upstairs. Please
Would
step away.
you look
No one can
at
go
the
upstairs without
time?
authorization.
It's murder o'clock already. You know what to do.
Sorry, no can do. Okay, just this once. Have you finished your security sweep? Looks like that's his vertibird coming right now. It's showtime. Let's not mess this up. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some security procedures to oversee.
Do you mind? Do you mind?
My Johnny.
It's a free wasteland.
But you're so warm
Arnold, I'm talking.
Johnny guitar. Play it again. Johnny guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel?
Good job today. You got the president out safe and sound. I couldn't have done it without you. You have my thanks.
There was never a man like my Johnny,
Hey,
like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
You ever seen one of those Rangers in
Like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight. And I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation. It's just about time to get you some news. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. In other news, a package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Mojave, Mo problems. Am I right? Coming up, I've got some tunes I think all of you are gonna like.
Stars of the Midnight Rangers.
I've got your back.
Kimball survived his visit to Hoover Dam. Don't you love seeing the Lucky 38 all lit up? Sign of things to come. Exciting news! The Legion's massing troops in a staging area east of the dam. Attack imminent. Monster of the East ready to roll. Well, some of Mr. House's projections predict a moderate probability of civil instability subsequent to the NCR being driven from the Vegas region. One of the mitigating contingencies he planned was to enlist the followers to provide increased medical aid throughout the region. Just seems like it might help keep things stable when we go independent. Not that I know what I'm talking about. Wonderful. I'll keep tabs on the situation at the dam. See you in a bit.
I've got you.
You're dead!
Come to Mick and Ralph
Stop
for
your
all your
yapping.
shopping needs.
I beg you.
Cut it out, will you?
If things don't go well at the dam, all of our efforts here could be for nothing. I hope to God the Legion doesn't win control. I'm sure you have your reasons, but we are much too busy to waste our time on those selfish bastards. Even if we wanted to, we don't have the resources to handle such a monumental task right now. Unless you can handle our supply shortages, the best we can do is scrape by here in Freeside. Great.
Gotcha.
Somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold.
Are you ready to head for the dam? Great! So I've been looking over Mr. House's force projections and running some calculations. It turns out there are two ways we can win this thing. Hear that? We have options! You could route the dam's power output to the facility under Fortification Hill. That'll restart its reactor, just like you did with the Lucky 38. That'll wake up the Securitron army you left on standby and give us enough force to push the Legion and the NCR straight out of the Mojave. The other option is destroy the dam's generators. Without those, it's just a big bunch of concrete. The NCR won't have any reason to stick around. You don't have to decide yet. For now, all you have to do is take this override module and install it on the terminal in the power control room. Good luck. See you at the dam.
Irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine.
I can't believe I'm about to do this, boss.
You must get to the control room and install the override chip.
Playing at my funeral. Metal. Nice too.
Somehow someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard.
Alan Morgan here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop right there. No. You shouldn't be here. It's best if you just move along. Damn it all to hell! Let's go!
Hey, something's there.
If you say you saw something,
I worry too much.
Hi! Nice to see you again. So, we can blow up the dam's generators, or I could route the dam's entire power output to the fort. That'll activate a certain army of Securitrons and set them loose to ravage the Legion. What do you say? Yes! This is gonna be fun! I'm unlocking the east power plant. Hit the manual switch, then go topside and deal with the Legion and NCR.
You need to get to the Leggett.
The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town.
And who are you to come before me? You don't bear the mark of the bear, yet you are ready for battle.
He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas.
Many graves in the East are filled with those who said as much, with braver words, not backed by strength. It is Kaiser's will this gate to the west bear the flag of the Legion. Kaiser's will shall be done. Kaiser's will is the will of the Legion and the West. All beneath the flag of the Great Bear exist to test the strength of the Legion. The West shall fall as the East fell, and all the tribes that stretch to the setting sun shall bear the mark of the Legion. Enough words, then. Let our strength settle this. Death! Wait for that.
Wasn't long before
like that? Watch it there, awesome.
May he rot in hell for eternity.
Big iron on his hip. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody had. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Retribution! And the ranger it was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he iron on his head. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for. And, well, these boys with you? Hello there, Smiley. Guess it ain't no secret how you, I say, can you ask them to put their weapons down? Was just reaching in my coat to give you a cigar. I would sooner spit on the grave of my dead mother than let some courier walk the wasteland fuck talk to me like that. Who the hell do you think you are? Looking to cash your chips to the sound of NCR bullets, huh? I can oblige. Look, I know you're riding high right now, but let me tell you, you ain't pissing on me right now. You're pissing on the bear. You've been far enough west, I'm guessing, to know how far that claw stretches. Fuck with the bear and... You want me to make tracks out of here? Head back west? Tail between our legs? No. I came for a fight today. And if you're looking to make me budge, you better have a damn good left hook or I'm not going anywhere. Right now, that's all that's standing there. Well, except for the corpses. So that's your plan? Hold the dam here all by your lonesome? They wouldn't. This has been a fuck of a day. Do you know what you're doing? Making a nation like you think you're doing ain't like chowing down on a pile of fancy lad snack cakes. Think you got the guts to carve out a frontier? Build towns, protect the roads, run supplies, train troops? Oh, hell. Can't believe we got suckered by a slip of a woman. Should have watched the flank while Caesar's best were making all that noise. I know what those robots of yours can do on a bad day, and I'm not eager to toss lies at them just to make a point. But if you're taking this place, you better hope you can hold it. I'll give my superiors my opinion, but I don't think they're going to listen. So if NCR comes at you, and it will, pray you're ready. I promise you. Our situation's reversed, I'd see you hang. Fine. Come on, men. We're moving out.
You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. I didn't want to make a big deal about this until after we won, but, well, I found some code snippets in one of Mr. House's databanks that will let me, reprogram my personality to be a little more assertive, basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and it's going to take me a while, so it'll seem like I'm offline. But don't worry, everything will be okay. I've updated the Securitron's targeting parameters so they know what to do. Vegas will be protected. So that's where I'll be. Off making a few changes. And I guess I'll see you around. We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, part of the Securitron army was diverted to the Strip to keep order. Any chaos on the streets was ended. Quickly. Chaos became uncertainty, then acceptance with minimal loss of life. New Vegas assumed its position as an independent power in the Mojave. Preferring neither the best of the NCR nor the worst of the Legion, the courier was the woman responsible for a truly independent New Vegas. She had removed Mr. House from power over the Strip and broken the influence of the NCR and Caesar's Legion in the Mojave Wasteland.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness in the face of old age, Raul was never able to find peace with himself. Eventually, he left the Mojave and assumed a new name, as he had done so many times before.
Though the wasteland became anarchic after Hoover Dam, the Boomers' display of power dissuaded fortune seekers from attempting to penetrate Nellis.
The Brotherhood's open aggression along the New Vegas highways troubled Veronica greatly. Nevertheless, it removed all doubt from her mind that in leaving them, she had made the right choice. Eventually, she would take to the road, less in hopes of finding a new home than of leaving memories of the old one behind her.
Their leaders destroyed by the courier, the fiends scattered throughout the wasteland. Without the organization of Motor Runner, Cook, Violet, and Driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before. Old Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Good Springs thrived. More travelers stopped by Good Springs on their way to and from the Strip, and the locals grew prosperous from the traffic.
Despite the destruction of Cassidy caravans, Cass lived for 30 more years. She made her way back west and passed away in a small shack outside of Vault City, the rose pendant still around her neck.
After generations of being beaten down, the great Khans were finally broken by the courier. Those few who avoided the courier's wrath moved north into the wilderness of Idaho, where they tried once more to rebuild.
With Jacobstown's leadership destroyed, the remaining super mutants and Nightkin of the West scattered across the wasteland. Jacobstown withered away, its death going unnoticed by the rest of the Mojave.
The Kings retained their control of Freeside, and while they continued to favor the needs of locals, they tolerated the citizens of the defeated NCR.
After Ray's brain was transplanted into Rex's cybernetic body, it took Rex some time to adjust to the old scrapyard dog's memories. Eventually, Rex's mind settled peacefully, melding his own memories with that of long travels with old Lady Gibson.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. With no other communities coming to its defense, Novak would eventually fall to the Legion's persistent attacks.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
Prim Slim proves to be an able-minded, if not able-bodied, sheriff for Prim. And due to his slow speed, some crooks get away without a scratch. But Prim continues to prosper under his watchful robotic eye.
Due to the courier's intervention, Chief Hanlon abandoned his plan to sabotage the defense of Hoover Dam. The Rangers assisted the troopers admirably during the Legion's ill-fated attack. Though the courier snatched victory from NCR, only General Oliver was blamed for the loss of Hoover Dam. Hanlon, exhausted from a lifetime of service to the NCR, stepped down from its position in the Rangers and retired to his ranch in Reading.
And so the courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine. Don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard, knowing those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try?
This can't be good.
What the hell happened here?
Let's take a good look around.
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. We've got some news for you coming right up. Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. Also, we're hearing rumors that Caesar may have been assassinated by an unknown party. It is currently not known how the assassin was able to evade security. Once again, Caesar...
Next stop, Hoover Dam, huh? When we get there, can we stop by the souvenir shop? Their beaver mascot is just precious.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Why does everyone always say nice?
What's up? Oh, I thought my charm could win you over, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Back to the tomb, I suppose. If you need me, etc.
We should get to the Hoover Dam. I don't want to miss this. If that's what you think. I'll make my way there.
Yeah, boss. Just, yeah. Good call. I mean, if that's what you really want, boss. Hey, as long as you're not asking me to go back to Black Mountain, I'm a happy old man.
Hey.
What's up?
Be sure it's true when you say I love. It's a sin to hell. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. I, yes I love. If you break my heart, I've done. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What?
No, stop.
I told my wife. She's good.
Enough people have died already.
I love you. Yes, I do. I love. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you.
Said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My hand keeps spinning, I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just to be given, my life is gonna be beautiful, like sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the
In the years before the Great War,
Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions.
Can't do this anymore.
On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? That response seemed demanding, as if cutting to the chase. How surgical. Reminds me of... Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone, a zone that is, yes, forbidden to you! Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? 8, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us. We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, 8, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the...
The The Tesla coils in its head!
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus. Darla, was it necessary this time?
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart. Wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
To be correct, you should say, the autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Floosh! That is the sound of flushing. By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science. That is correct, yes. I hope you're not demonstrating resentment now. If you are, well, we can't have that. We have no idea. This line of questioning isn't important to us right now. Why are you asking these tangential questions? Stop it! We need these technologies. You need to get them. You must get them.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of, and eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers and...
Enough! We need your help. Will you help us? Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, Nate. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the